So, are you putting in all the hours at the gym, carefully cutting out every food you even remotely enjoy, and yet, for some reason, that scale just refuses to move? It's one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, I get it. But here's the thing, the problem might not be your willpower, and it might not even be about calories. It could be a hidden chemical signal that your body has just forgotten how to read. Let's figure out what's going on. Welcome. We're all about decoding the science behind better living, making it super simple. And today we're tackling a really common but hidden obstacle that could be locking your fat burning gate shut and stopping you from seeing the results you're working so hard for. If this question feels a little too real, believe me, you are not alone. The answer might just come down to two words: insulin resistance. Now that sounds complicated, but it's the hidden puzzle we're going to solve together today, piece by piece. To really get what's happening inside your body, we need a simple but really powerful metaphor. So think of your body as this big, bustling city, and all of your cells, they're the houses in that city, and they all need power to keep the lights on. Now that power, that energy, comes from something called glucose. You can think of these as little energy spheres that we get from the food we eat, especially from carbs. Glucose is the essential fuel that keeps literally everything in your body running. But here's the catch. For that glucose energy to actually get inside one of your cells, it can't just barge in. It needs a special key to unlock the door. And that golden key is an incredibly important hormone called insulin. In a perfectly healthy system, this whole process is seamless, it's beautiful. You eat, glucose goes into your bloodstream, your pancreas releases the insulin key, that key unlocks the cell door, and boom, the energy gets delivered. Simple, efficient, healthy. But what happens when we start to flood that system? This is where the whole thing starts to break down. See, when we constantly bombard our bodies with sugar and refined carbs, our pancreas has to work overtime, just pumping out massive amounts of these insulin keys all day long. And eventually, the locks on the doors, they start to wear out. So under all this constant pressure, the cells start to get, well, tired. The lock on the door literally gets rusty and it stops responding the way it should to the key. This right here is insulin resistance. The key is in the lock, it's turning, but the door just won't open. So what's the consequence? Well, your pancreas kind of panics, and it pumps out even more insulin to try and force those stubborn doors open. But here's the crucial part. Insulin is also our main storage hormone. So when its levels are high, your body is chemically switched into store mode, and it is completely blocked from getting into burn mode. And this shows you exactly what happens next. With your body stuck in storage mode, it starts turning all that extra sugar that's now trapped in your bloodstream into fat. And where does it put it? Yep, particularly that stubborn visceral fat that loves to hang out around your midsection. So, how do you know if you're stuck in this cycle? Well, your body is actually pretty good at sending out warning signals. Let's look at 4 really common red flags. Do any of these sound familiar? Like feeling hungry maybe an hour after you just had a big meal? Or what about that intense afternoon crash, that brain fog where you can barely think straight? You might even notice little skin tags or some dark patches of skin, often around your neck. And of course there's that stubborn waistline that just will not shrink, no matter what you do. These are all classic signs. Okay, but here is the really good news. This is not a life sentence. You can absolutely clean that rusty lock and reset your entire system. And it's not about starvation or some crazy diet, it's just about being more strategic. Here are 3 really powerful strategies. First, just change the order you eat your food. So eating fiber from veggies first, then protein, and saving your carbs for last can dramatically flatten out that glucose spike. Second, try some intermittent fasting. All this does is give your pancreas a much needed break, which allows your insulin levels to finally drop. And third, and this one's so easy, a simple 10-minute walk after your meals. It helps your muscles soak up that excess sugar directly without needing nearly as much insulin. So let's just put it all together for a second. We started with the golden key of insulin and the cell's lock. We saw how that lock can get rusty, leading to super high insulin and that stubborn belly fat. But now we have the tools to fix it: eating smarter, strategic fasting, and just some simple movement. This is the whole path right here, from resistance to reset. At the end of the day, insulin resistance is just a signal from your body. It's telling you it's time for a new approach. So this isn't about trying harder, it's about working smarter with your body's own chemistry. The only question left is, are you ready to change your approach? Understanding your body is always the first step to healing it. Thanks so much for joining us. We're here to keep simplifying the science so you can live a better, healthier life. We'll see you in the next one.